Welcome everyone to my channel. Today I am going to talk about a new feature provided by AWS Cloud Solution that is called EC2 Serial Console Access. This solution is also provided by the other cloud solution vendor like Azure, Microsoft Azure. Now AWS also provided this feature to their customer. So what is the EC2 serial console? Now EC2 serial console basically provide a simple and secure way to troubleshoot boot and network connectivity issue by establishing a connection to the serial port of an instance. It's provide a one-click text-based access to an instance. Serial port as through a monitor and keyboard were attached to it. So sometime we stuck at the boot process of a operating system. Now before this we cannot do anything. Either we have to terminate the instance or relaunch the instance and then detach our data drive or our root drive uh, from the instance from the previous instance and attach it to the new one. But now we can troubleshoot these types of problem also. So there are some prerequisites for this solution. Now what are these? The first one is that these are now supported only the following AWS region. That's US East North Virginia, US East Ohio, US West Europe Ireland, Europe Frankfurt, Asia Pacific Sydney, Asia Pacific Tokyo and Singapore. And second thing that it is only supported the following instance family: A1, C family, M family, R family, T3 family and Z1D family. Please note here that T2 family is not supported by this feature because T2 family is based on the older hardware, so older hardware platform. So T3 is a new hardware platform, so they provided this feature on all of the instances which are running on the new hardware platform. Third, all IME users who will use the serial consoles must have the required permission. Fourth, the instance must be in the pending, running, stopping or shutting down state. If the instance is terminated or stopped, you cannot connect to the serial console. So these are the some prerequisites you have to keep in your mind. Now supported AWS regions, maybe they will added more regions in future. For right now these features are supported in this following region. So now let's see how this work. I have already logged into my account, so I am in my Singapore region. So first I go to my services EC2 dashboard. Now in EC2 dashboard you see in the account attribute EC2 serial console. So from here I need to enable this feature. So right now the status is it is prevented. So I click on manage and I say allow and update. So this is very important step. So this one is the first step. Now go to the EC2 instance and I am going to instance running. No instance is right now running, so I am going to launch an instance. I'm going to launch a Amazon Linux 64-bit. Select. Now instead of choosing T2 family, I choose a T3 family. I go for T3 macro. It has only 1 GB RAM, it's enough for me right now. Next, configure the instance detail. Okay, let's choose the default one. Default, not an issue. Auto assigning as you use subnet setting. I keep the all the other setting as it is. Next, add storage. No changes here. Add the tag. I add a tag here. Name test machine. configure the security, create a new security group. Okay, I'll give it a name, test machine, and then review and launch. Choose an existing, create a new PK, test machine, and I download this key pair to my download section, save, and now I launch this instance. I go to this launching, so now the instance state is running. Okay, so now if you go action, and if you go monitor and troubleshoot, you get a EC2 serial console option here. Or if you click on the get instance screenshot, you see my instance is already launched, it is waiting for login. And you can also click here on the connect to connect this instance through EC2 serial console. But before that, we have to do some setting. We have to enable the password. So let's do that first. So I have the PAM key. So first we need to convert that PAM key to PPK key. Let's do that. So type pp, use puttigen conversion import key. Go to this download, choose the PAM key, open, and then save the private key. You want to save the private key? Yes, I give it a name, test machine, and this will save it as a .ppk. Save. Okay, now we use putty to connect this. Putty. So first let's check our IP address. This is my private and this one my public IP, so just copy this IP, to data. Now select your PPK key, open. Yes. Okay, so now we have successfully logged into our account, our machine. Now the first thing, we have to enable the password based authentication. So for that we have to do, let's check if nano is installed. Yes, nano is installed. So nano etc ssh, then ssh d config. So here we have to search password authentication. So first we have to enable the password authentication. So we have to comment it out, this password authentication. Yes. Okay. Now we have to restart the SSH service. Now let's just check. Okay, after that we have to also set the password. I am setting the password of the root. The token has been updated. Now new session. Oh, sorry. My public IP address is this. So let's copy this IP address. New session. Paste. Open. Login as root. And then enter password. Okay. So now we have successfully logged in. Now let's try to connect using the console. So I'm closing this, okay, and I'm closing this, okay. Now go back to my instance page. I'm going and this is my instance page. Now I'm click on action, monitoring and troubleshooting, EC2 serial console. Connect. Yeah, I have connected to my EC2 serial console. Now I can log in with the username and password. That's it. Then I can use the command reboot, and now you can see the whole booting process on your screen, which is not available previously. You see the whole boot process. Now you can go also the recovery mode. Okay, now we get the again login page. I can log in with the username. Right, so this is how we can enable the serial console and log in into the Linux instance. Now let's try this with the Windows instance. So how it's work with the Windows 1. So I'm just closing this screen, going back to instance, and again launch a instance, and this time I use a Windows base machine. Select, use a T3 small or T3 macro. Let's go for T3 small. Next, configure the instance. Add storage. Name test win. Next, configure security group. Create a new security group. Okay, test win, and then review and launch. Here I am using my previous existing key pair. You can choose the new key pair also, and launching the instance. Now if I go here, the instance showing the pending status. Just refresh it. Now it is running. Now let's go to troubleshooting, get instance screenshot. So right now my instance is booting. Just wait for a few seconds to boot it up. Okay, the instance is now booted. So now first go to the instance, select the test win, action, security, get window password. You have to wait at least 4 minutes. Okay, let's wait for that. Okay, now let's check again. Select our window machine, go to the action, security, get window password. Now we have to browse our key pair, go to the download section and choose that PAM file and decrypt the password. Copy. So this is my password, window password. Now let's paste this password somewhere. Okay, now go to the instance, click on this, go to network, and this is my public IP address. Now let's do MSTSC into this IP. Connect, username is administrator, and just copy this password, paste, and log in into this account. So this is my window machine. Okay, instance. Now we can enable the SAC to enable the boot menu when we connect to this window instance using the serial console. So for that we have to follow the following steps. So to enable the SACs and boot menu on the window instance, we have to run these commands. You can find all these commands on the documentation, AWS documentation. So I have just copy and pasted this command from their documentation to here. So now let's open a command prompt as an administrator. Okay, and then we have to run each and every command one by one. Okay, then copy, paste. Okay, now enable the boot menu. To enable the boot menu, we have to run these commands. Okay. Okay, now apply the updates configuration and reboot the instance. So the command is shut down, reboots, and waiting time is 0. Okay, now let's wait to restart this instance and then we will see. Just go to our instance, refresh it, go to the action, monitor and troubleshoot. Let's see that our instance is restarted or not. Window boot manager. Okay, So my system is rebooted. Now let's connect this through the serial console. So here we get our SAC prompt. If I use question mark, I can see what the command I can run. If I type cmd, I can create a command prompt channel. A new channel has been created. Now for the channel help, just run this command. Okay. So escape tab to select the channel, and escape tab, here you can press escape tab to select the channel, and escape tab 0 to return to the SAC channel. So first let's see what are my channels. So one is my command channel, so I need to press escape and then tab. Okay, so now it is asking work group. So 1, 2, 3 and the password, and see, here we have authenticated, and now we have a Windows shell. Okay. Okay, so this is how we can take the console of Windows machine, and from here we can also do the command shutdown dash r dash t dash 0. And here you see your window is booted up. For this choice, press F8. Okay, let's press F8. Okay, it is giving me this two option, window memory and the Windows Server EMC enable. So this is how we can connect to Linux and Windows instance using the serial console cable. I hope you like this video tutorial, and if you like this video tutorial, please give a thumbs up and also like and share my video, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.